Let's go take a look at our 2025 flight simulator setup. I'm about to share with you a continued work in progress for the last 6 years of flight simming. Yes, this is always a work in progress. I'm gonna go over my two setup. I have the Boeing setup here, signified by the Boeing chair, and I have the Airbus setup on this side over here, signified by the Microsoft Flight Simulator chair. And we're looking at two 43-inch monitors on the Airbus and two 43-inch monitors on the Boeing, and they're television, they're not computer monitors. And I'm going to go into and showing you guys how much it takes to run this stuff, because it's not easy. It's constant wires. You'll see the wiring is terrible, but when you get so much hardware to take a look at and review, you'll get an understanding of what's going on and how I'm able to run it from one PC right there. One PC, two separate setups, just in case somebody wants to do the same or similar or think I'm crazy. We're going to get into it here. It is absolutely crazy work trying to maintain and plug and replug and not have your computer crash on you and so forth when you're doing it. So, but we'll take a look at everything and what goes into it. All right, so let's first start with the Airbus side of things. Yes, you're looking at black screens, but don't worry, I'll tell you how all these screens work with just one PC. But we got all the Airbus equipment over on this one side, so I don't have to change out anything at all. And that's what I wanted when I started the setup. We start with the Next Level Racing Microsoft Flight Simulator chair. And with this chair, I'm able to add the side panels that comes along with it, so you can house all the equipment that you're looking at one by one. And let's go ahead and go over all this equipment. Starting on the left hand side, you have the tiller by CST Gaming, and you have the Ursa Minor side stick by Wing. Best side stick out there. On the top center panel, you have the autopilot panel by Wing as well, also the EFIS and the MCDU by Wing on the right hand side. The radio panel is from WingFlex, which I've mounted in a custom position, which is really cool. I like it where it is. It's all a custom mount. You have the Thrustmaster TCA throttle 1 and 2, the flap handle and the gear lever. And on the top, you have the Rosefire lighting panel switch that goes along with everything. The rudder pedals on this setup is by Turtle Beach. It's okay pedals, but they're fine. They do the job. And I have an extra lighting panel from PU Korea that I use sometimes. Now, all these pieces of equipment are connected together by a powered USB hub. You do need a powered USB hub because the draw with everything that you see here is going to cause problems with connections in the sim. So make sure it's a powered USB hub that's running everything, and you should not have a problem. But with everything running, everything lit up, you need a powered USB switch to make it work, or else you're going to have problems. Trust me on that, I've had it before. But all in all, it's good to have all the Airbus equipment separate from the Boeing side, up and running. And later on, I'll show you how everything is switched over, even with the computer running, so I don't have to shut the computer down and restart it or reboot it or even restart the sim to make this entire thing run. It's really genius, if I do say so myself. But I'm loving the setup here. And I'm going to be building on this. I'm going to be making even a better custom frame when Wing comes out with some products. Now, let's move over to the Boeing side. This is how easy it is. I have 1, 2, and 3 switches to flip. That flips the USB over to the other side. It flips the monitors over to the other side and turns off the other monitors, or turns off the signal to the other monitors on the Airbus side. And the sim is still up and running. I do not have to change or reboot or restart anything. This side, I have the radio panels on the right hand side of the Next Level Racing chair. You have the Thrustmaster throttle quadrant. You have the start stop levers that I have. You have the Wing FMC for the Boeing. You also have the Moza force feedback yoke. the autopilot panel, and EFIS from Wing. Wow, Wing's getting everything here. That's the reason why I'm doing the setup this way. It's really, really cool to have. You also have the Thrustmaster TPR rudder pedals, best rudder pedals in my opinion out there, but it's good. You also have the tiller from Blackbird, which is an interchangeable tiller from the 777 to the 737. You have the lighting panel from PU Korea as well for the Boeing, and everything is running now on a separate USB hub. That USB hub is magic. I'm telling you, you need a powered USB hub, number one, especially with the Boeing panel, because you also have the auto throttle cutoff switch that is extra powered. But everything is up and running. No restarting of the simmer is required. Those 3 buttons are what I press to have that done. And speaking of software, there's a whole bunch of software running in the background. You have SimApp Pro from Wing. You have MobiFlight that works with all these peripherals. You also have WingsBridge that works with the WingFlex hardware. You also have the Moses software that's running in the background as well. SimApp Pro runs in the background. PackX runs in the background. There's so many software that I keep forgetting all of them. We have OBS running in the background as well. We have iTunes for music in the background. And I have my Logitech headsets that I used for talking to ATC and to listening to the ATC comms as they come through here. So many things are going on in the background with this one computer that I have. And this one computer, I have to say, has held up. It is a beast. Yes, at some point, I might upgrade to a even beefier graphics card and so forth. But this graphics card and CPU combination I have is a very good one. It's a 4080 Super with a Ryzen 9 7800X, 64 gigabytes of RAM, and about 8 terabytes of storage for both X-Plane and Microsoft Flight Simulator. Has not given me any problems since I've bought this PC and put it together. Everything works good with the water cooler that's on it. But unfortunately, with all that I showed you here, it's gonna all come apart because there's more hardware coming, and I want to design a more modular system for the sim to sit on. Both the Boeing and the Airbus setup are both going to get a redesign and more uniform. And I'll make a video on that coming up shortly in the next few weeks. So stay tuned for that. Lots more videos coming from the channel. Just want to give you guys a small overlook of what my 2 sim setups are all about. Have a great day. XB out, and see you.